Hi there, welcome to the second video that Grace Church is putting out, exploring the story and the message of Easter. My name's Dan, I'm the trainee minister at Grace Church. I didn't say that yesterday. And it's an opportunity for all of us, these videos, whether we have faith or whether we don't, to just become a bit more familiar with the story and meaning of Easter. And yesterday we thought about how Jesus, right at the beginning of the story, chooses deliberately to go to the cross to die as a ransom for me and for you. Now, I don't know if your ears kind of prick up at this, because that sounds really strange, and there's loads of questions that come off the back of that, isn't there? Like, if that's true, how do I get this? What gives Jesus the right to die for me? You know, why do I need this? And what makes this actually good news anyway? It's the first of these questions we're going to think through today in this video. How do we kind of plug in to what Jesus has done? If you think like a plug socket, you need to be plugged into it to get the benefit, don't you? It's that kind of idea, like how does this apply to us? And to help us think about that, we're going to think about a woman in the Easter story. As we go through, Jesus and his friends are in someone's house. They are just sitting around, chatting around a table. And a woman comes in holding a jar of super expensive perfume. Don't think Lynx, think of something French sounding that goes for thousands of pounds an ounce. She comes in with this bottle, breaks it open, and pours the whole lot over Jesus' head. Everyone else in the room is going, "What are you doing? This perfume is super expensive. We could have sold this. We could have given money to the poor." Sounds like kind of a nice religious sounding answer, doesn't it? You know, give up things to give to other people. But Jesus' words are really surprising in response to what she does. Let me read them. Jesus says about this woman, "When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. Truly I tell you, wherever this good news is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." Jesus, the religious teacher, he doesn't tell her off for wasting the perfume. Instead, he commends her and says she's going to be remembered as long as the Easter story is told throughout all of history. Jesus clearly thinks she's done something good by preparing his body for burial. Now, we don't know much about this woman at all. We're not even told her name. We've kind of got to assume some things, like she clearly knows who Jesus is. She has some idea that he's going to die, and she clearly feels thankful enough to him to pour this perfume out on his head. It seems fair to say this is a woman who's met Jesus, has heard his teaching about acceptance and forgiveness for anyone and everyone, and she's responded by trusting in him, saying, "Okay, Jesus, if you've said you're going to die, I don't totally understand that, but you know better, and I'm going to trust that." And she responds. And she gets commended by Jesus for it. How do we plug into Jesus' death? Well, this woman gives us an idea by her actions. We trust what Jesus says, that he needs to die for us, and we respond by wanting to follow him. That's what this woman shows us. It's what the whole Bible, outside of this particular story, teaches. If you want to access what Jesus has done for you, well, we trust him saying, "You had to do this." And we say, "Because you've done this, we want to follow you." It might be very costly for us, as it was for this woman, but she decides to trust Jesus. How do we plug into Jesus at Easter? By accepting that he went to the cross willingly for us.